Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is NURUL binti AMRAN and my matric number is S60205. I am from Bachelor of Management Marketing from Faculty Business Economics and Social Development. My main supervisor is Professor Madia Dr. Falindah Padli. Today I will present my proposal research of study on academic perception and trust on the intention to use artificial intelligence technology AI. Artificial intelligence technology AI in computer science aims to create intelligent machines that can do tasks that need human intelligence. Machine learning and deep learning have improved the technology sector, even though artificial intelligence technology is a broad area. AI can make machines think like humans. Self-driving cars and voice-activated digital assistants like Siri are the example of the AI's growing application. This has increased enterprise IT executive interest in AI. Next is background of the research. Humanoid and non-humanoid kinds of AI, such as digital machines that may replicate or execute human jobs and data, have been described by previous researchers Mellit and Kolaguru 2008. Intelligent computational brains that can take some kind of action. According to Poole and McFord 2010, the capabilities of artificial intelligence AI have swiftly progressed from basic activities like series to more complex social roles like recognizing consumers' emotion for later assistance, according to Prentice et al. 2019. Next slide is problem statement. The first problem statement is differences in perception between communities regarding artificial intelligence technology. The second one is community trust in the use of AI in the learning system. Next, research objective. For the first research objective is to give enjoyment to the students of University Malaysia Terengganu, UMT, in learning and teaching by using artificial intelligence technologies. The second one is to identify the risk of artificial intelligence technology in the education system at University Malaysia Terengganu. The third one is to explain the benefits of using AI in influencing the improvement of education system at UMT. And the last one is to study the extent of to which the effect of the use of artificial technology AI affects the level of trust of University Malaysia Terengganu citizens toward the technology. Research question. The first research question is, can artificial intelligence technology AI facilities provide enjoyment for the learning and teaching system at University Malaysia Terengganu? The second one is, what are the risks to students and educators when using artificial technology AI in the education system at UMT? The second one is, what are the benefits of using artificial intelligence technology in the learning and teaching system at University Malaysia Terengganu? And the last one is, what effect has the use of artificial technology AI had on the level of trust of University Malaysia Terengganu UMT citizens towards the technology? Next, significance of the study. This study used practical and theoretical. Practical importance by giving advice on how educators and students plan to act around AI. The second one is theoretical. Contribution is to add to what is already known about artificial technology by adding a new factor, trust, to explain the moderating relationship between students and educators, satisfaction with service and their intention to use it again and again. This will help people understand the relationships more and better. The next one is research hypothesis. We have 4 research hypotheses. For the first hypothesis is perceived enjoyment is correlated with intention to use. The second one hypothesis is perceived risk correlated with intention to use. And the third one is perceived usefulness is correlated with intention to use. And the last but not least, hypothesis 4 is trust is correlated with intention to use. The next one is organizational of the study. This document has 3 chapters, which are as follows. In chapter 2, we will talk about what artificial intelligence technology AI is, how it's being used in Malaysia, how satisfied students and teachers are with the service they get, how often they use technology, and how important they feel it is to trust the system. Further, these ideas that inform the research are evaluated and addressed. The research hypotheses are presented after a description of each variable and a study of the relevant prior literature. The chapter wraps up with a quick look at the study's theoretical framework theoretical framework and its originally. The next one is Chapter 3. In Chapter 3 describe the approach that will be used to conduct the research for this topic, the demographic and the specifics of the sample size and how they were determined will be discussed once the research design has been presented. Methods and instruments for data gathering are then selected. Partially square structural equation modeling (PLS-SEM) is described as a means of analyzing the student's variable and thus concludes the data insertion. The next one is Chapter 2, which is Literature Review. This chapter, I want to give the definition of artificial intelligence technology (AI) according to past researcher. The first literature review for AI is artificial intelligence. AI in classroom has been a primary focus of its implementation. According to Beck et al. 1996. The next one is understanding how AI may aid in boosting learning in students and management have been advanced by the work of a number of researchers. According to Lampier et al. 2014, Lakin et al. 2016, Mayer, Schamberger, and Chukia 2014, and Montabelle 2017. The third one is another area that use computers and AI to improve education is computer-assisted learning (CAL). This according to Skitek Janda et al. 2001. The last one is studies have proven that artificial intelligence system used to education may enhance the learning process (AIED). This is according to Lakin et al. 2016 and Montabello 2017. The next one is I want to present about the 4 hypotheses, which is perceived enjoyment, perceived risk, perceived usefulness, and trust. The first hypothesis is perceived enjoyment. According to Davis et al. 1992, the term perceived enjoyment (PE) refers to the degree to which the act of using computers is enjoyed in and of itself, regardless of any expected performance benefits. The second one is according to Teo et al. 1999. The reason for this is found that systems that people think are easier to use are more likely to be seen as enjoyment. Next is according to Sanzang 2006. The term perceived enjoyment refers to how much people like using technology for its own sake, regardless of how effective it is. That's all. The next hypothesis is perceived risk. Perceived risk for the first one is according to Roselius 1971. Financial performance, physical, social, psychological, and temporal hazards were all included into overall assessment of perceived risk. The next one is according to Fitterman and Pablo 2003. When home internet access became widely available in the early 1990s, new forms of danger relating to privacy and security emerged. And third one is according to Fitterman and Pablo also that propose that customers' perceptions of risk might influence their decision to accept new technologies. And the last one is according to Burr 1960. Perceived risk (PR) is how consumers feel about the possible loss that can happen when they do certain things. The third hypothesis is perceived usefulness. Perceived usefulness is a key factor in how and why people use things, according to Davis et al. 1992. According to Davis 1989, the definition is perceived usefulness is the extent to which an individual anticipates that using certain methods will improve their performance. And the next one is according to Liu et al. 2009. The internet has created a global classroom where students from all over the world may come together to study, work together, and exchange ideas and information. The last hypothesis is trust. According to Xiu et al. 2020, when it comes to retaining existing customers, trust is an essential component to consider. The next one is according to the Visser et al. 2016. Trust in automation is another aspect of trust that is important to consider in light of this research. People have a positive bias when interacting with computer agents. Most people tend to trust the information that computer agents give. The next one is Carr and Aurora 2020. Key aspect of the process of decision making that involve potential danger. The last one of trust is according to Kiner and Wellstead 2021, trust in another person, group, or a system. This is theoretical framework. It has 4 independent variables and 1 dependent variables. The independent variables is perceived enjoyment, perceived risk, and perceived usefulness and trust. Dependent variables is intentions to use AI, artificial intelligence technology. The next one is chapter 3, which is methodology. This chapter explains in details what needs to be done to finish the research paper. In this section, the researcher will decide on the research design, population, sampling techniques, sample size, instruments, and data collection procedures and data analysis. For the first methodology that we use to finish the research is research design. In this study, numbers are the focus, the purpose. The first methodology that we use is research design. In this study, numbers are the focus. The purpose of the study was to analyze the link between academic happiness and AI features via the lens of a continuous usage pattern that leads to behavioral intention. And the study's method of inquiry was a correlation research design. In addition, but the mediating influence of trust and on students' attitudes on the ongoing use of AI technology in the classroom. That's all. The next methodology is population. The population analysis consists only of UMT personnel, including students, faculty, and staff. Students represent the youngest generation in this category, which may be determined by their birth year. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are commonplace for them to publish their thoughts and image. The average age of the well-educated population is around 19 to 50 years old. 200 respondents were chosen at random to fill out the survey, and the questions were written in English for the survey. The next one is sampling techniques. According to Merriam-Webster, sampling is the process of choosing a subset of a larger population to characterize the population as a whole. An effective method for assessing and accurately reflecting a big population, sampling has been shown to be invaluable, according to McCombs 2019. Since the whole population, all the internet users, is participating in using AI technology, random sampling is the optimal method for selecting respondents and collecting data from them in this research. Additionally, research involving IT systems often use convenient sampling due to its cost effectiveness. The next one is sample size. According to Sakaran and Boji 2010, proposed a sample size of 30 to 500 for more studies. According to 2011, recommended 150 to 400 samples. According to Hare, Hall, Regal, and Star Stats, 2014 found no identification concerns with small sample size using partially square structural equation modeling PLS SEM. Although bigger sample size improved estimate accuracy. PLS minimum SEM sample size was often estimated using the 10 times method according to Peng and Lai 2012. 10 times the maximum number of errors pointing to a latent variable anywhere in the root model is this rule of thumb according to Hare et al. 2014. The minimal sample size is 200 observations since the research methodology allows for errors to a latent variable. The literature supported the 200 sample size for this investigation. The next methodology that used by the research is instrument. Based on the definition provided by Sakaran 2019, a questionnaire is a written series of questions to which respondents provide the right response, often selecting from a limited number of options. Because respondents to questionnaires don't need any guidance from the researcher, the process is quicker. The questionnaire, which will be developed on the basis of existing research, will include 5 parts. The section 1 is demographic factors. Section B is artificial intelligence technology AI attributes. Section C is academic satisfaction. Section D is continuous use, and Section E is trust. Section A includes questions on the respondents' demographic characteristics, including gender, age, degree of education, income, and frequency of use of AI. Each question in Part B, C, D, and E will be worth one of 7 possible points. Use a scale where 1 means you strongly disagree and 7 means you strongly agree to determine your opinion. We choose a 7-point Likert scale so that respondents' answer will not all tend to be the same. The next methodology is data collection procedures. Data collection in this research will be accomplished via the use of questionnaires. The global spread of COVID-19 and other illness necessitates conducting the survey online so that participants may fill out their surveys at their own convenience. We will distribute the surveys through social media, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, and WhatsApp, where users may access the surveys via links. At first, we need to get the approval of the respondents. The questionnaire will be sent out to those who are willing to participate in order to protect their anonymity. The last one is data of analysis. The analysis of data is the most important aspect of any study. Analysis of data provides a concise summary of the information gathered. The process of analyzing and deducing meaning from collected data in order to spot trends or establish causality. To analyze the data, we will be making use of partially square structural equation modeling in Smart PLS according to AMRAN et al. 2020.